Let me more action delete forever and stain. All right, I think we are streaming. Is it? Are we streaming? Are we streaming? Let's. Whoa, whoa, whoa! We got the like already. Who is this wonderful guy who liked this stream? इंद्रेश डंबल कर्ल नहीं किया. अरे. हाँ, हेलो हेलो. हाँ यार. वो उस स्ट्रीम के लिए था. वो मैं लेके आऊँगा अगली बार. अगली बार करेंगे. मुझे लगा अगर कुछ वो बढ़ जाएगा रेशियो तो करेंगे. मैं रख लूँगा कल से अगली बार ना. पड़ेगा तो कर लेंगे. और बताओ. व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग. सो यस. वेलकम बैक ऑन द मोबाइल स्ट्रीम. Here I'll be updating what I did on my desktop stream, so that the guys on the mobile view can have a look and update. Let me post my uh, GitHub repository link so that you guys can follow along. Hello Alpha. So let me just pin this thing over there. Okay, this entire code base that I'm working, it's on GitHub and open for you guys to have like cloned it on your local and play around with it. So please make sure to take the clone of this repo. And yeah, let me just push like post my Discord server URL as well, so that you guys can join there. And if you guys have any problem or any issues there, you can always you know come there. uh, we have a community of 9 awesome guys there, so they will help you. भाई अभी इंटरव्यू हुआ मेरा नॉइस. लारावेल पीएचपी रिएक्ट जेएस का. अच्छा. दैट इज सम गुड न्यूज़. So guys, my Discord URL is also there on the chat, so you guys can join the channel. And yeah, हुआ नहीं, होने वाला है. अच्छा अभी है, इंटरव्यू होने वाला है. अच्छा 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 अच्छा, बढ़िया बढ़िया. ओके, गुड लक गुड लक गुड लक. फिर यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो यार. ट्रस्ट का कम्युनिटी सर्वर ज्वाइन करो. यस. कुछ टिप्स दे दो यार. रिएक्ट पीएचपी लारावेल का तो आइडिया नहीं है, लेकिन रिएक्ट में ऑफिशियल और डिसकंटिन्यू हो गया अब. हम्म. 3 बजे है. ओके. रिएक्ट जेएस का मैं बता सकता हूँ. लाइफ साइकिल मेथड्स ये पूछेंगे ही पूछेंगे तुमसे. और क्लीन अप कैसे करते हैं कंपोनेंट को ये पूछेंगे ही पूछेंगे तुमसे. यूज़ मेमो यूज़ इफ़ेक्ट ये सब चीज़ें कर लेना. और स्टेट मैनेजमेंट के बारे में पूछेंगे तुमसे. प्रॉप ड्रिलिंग ड्रिलिंग क्या होती है ये पूछेंगे तुमसे शायद. और यू नो और जो हम स्टेट सेव करते हैं उसका क्या बेनिफिट है बजाय उसके कि तुम मतलब एक कंपोनेंट वाइज स्टेट मैनेज करनी चाहिए या एक ग्लोबल स्टेट मैनेज करनी चाहिए, ये सब चीज़ें। ये कर लो। कंपनी कौन सी है? ओके। सो भाई रिएक्ट मेरा कोर नहीं है, पीएचपी लारावेल ही कोर है मेरा। अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, तो उसमें तो फिर यार तुम्हें ज़्यादा पता होगा मुझसे तो पीएचपी लारावेल में तो। लेकिन देख लो, एक काम करो, टैब गूगल में सर्च मारो पीएचपी लारावेल इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस, वो तुम्हें 100 150 इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन दे देगा, उसी से आएगा। All right, we have 18 people watching, so guys, if you can, like this stream, that would be amazing. That would be good. Let's shoot this stream up to 20 likes, and I'll start in a minute. What did I भाई पढ़ लिया है, अरे बस तो फिर हो गया, बढ़िया है। अब जो नाम है तुम्हारे हैंडल का वैसे ही रहो, रिलैक्स एकदम। हाँ, पूछेंगे रिएक्ट भी यार। All right, so guys, let's shoot this stream up to 20 likes, and with each like that you gave me, that will give me from this time on, I'll do a dumbbell curl for each like. So if it's a pair, then I'll do one by each hand. So make sure to give it like in even so that I don't have a muscle imbalance. All right, so now let's start with what we did on our desktop stream. So on today's stream, uh, we did we created middlewares for logging the request, and we kind of implemented a middleware for authenticating a request as well. So what we did, yep. So what we did, while you see, there is a function called wrap on Actix-web, within which we create a middleware, and here is the log request middleware that we have created. So if I go inside it, what does it do? It will log the incoming request, and it will call next step of the execution by using a next variable. जॉट यूज़ कर रहे हो अब? हाँ करेंगे, जॉट यूज़ करेंगे लॉगिन ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए। So so you guys must be familiar with these words like middleware and a next. What does next do in middleware? So what does next do? Next will call next step in the execution of the flow. So if I go on the browser, and if you guys can see this thing, are you able to see this thing? I hope you must be like, are you see this thing? Like, if I just, all right, let me just move it over here. Let's move it over here. Are you guys able to see this thing? Okay. Let me just do one thing. इसका size थोड़ा छोटा कर देते हैं. Then we have this thing. इसका भी size. Oh no 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 no. अब कर सकते हैं इसका size छोटा. And then I can just simply, you know, take this thing, move it aside. Uh, it must be visible now. All right. Yes. So imagine how does a middleware work. We will learn this it by this thing. So you must have seen an onion. Yes. Middleware are not only for authenticating a request. Middleware are for performing several steps before making our request reach to our core app logic. So let's say this square is our core app logic, right? So let's imagine this is our core app logic, and these layers around it like an onion are the middleware layers. So whenever any request comes onto our server, it has to pass through these layers to get into the main core app logic. Now it the way it goes through it, these layers are called middlewares, and these middlewares can perform anything. Not only authentication is just a part of it. It can perform anything. For now, let's say you see here, what is the flow? A request will come, it will go inside, it will pass through m1, it will then pass through m2, it will then pass through m3, and then it reaches our core app logic. And what is this m1, m2, m3? M1, M2, M3 are the middlewares. So let's say M1 is our logging middleware that logs the request. M2 is our auth middleware that will authenticate the request, and M3 is our user retrieval middleware, or you can say, error handler middleware. It could be anything. So the impact, like the gist of saying this is a request that should reach our app course logic. It has to first travel and should travel through a layers of these wrappers called middlewares, and these middleware perform different actions. All right. The flow is a request, the incoming request comes, it passes through m1, it passes through m2, it passes through m3, and then reaches our core app where all the logic happens, like the querying the database or any transaction or something like that. And once everything successfully uh, actioned out, the request will now become a response, and it will be sent back again to the client. So from here it will send back again to the client. Now it become a response, right? It becomes a response now. It will be sent back to the client now. So as you can see from the diagram, if it is coming from the core app and sending back to the client, it will again have to go through these layers. So now the response become inverse. It will be first app, then m3, then m2, then m1, and then it reaches the client. So this is the workflow of a middlewares or a request through middleware layers. All right. Now let's go on to the code base and do this thing in action. So what I did on the main function, as you can see, I have introduced a wrap function that will perform these middlewares functionalities. All right. And one thing that is very important to note over here is these wrap middleware will be like queue. So the middleware that is on the top will be the last one to execute, and the middleware that is way least on the line will be the first one to execute. So it will be last in, it will be, I think, last in first out, right? It will be a queue, or is it not? I am not sure. So just I mean, make this thing in your mind that whatever is in the top will be the last one to execute. All right. So this is the flow of wrap, also used for throttling. Yes, middlewares can also be used, and there is a very a LIFO. Yes, there is a very practical approach of creating a kind of you know what we say, so that we could have a very limited request. What do we say to that thing? I'm just missing it out. uh it prevents that thing whenever any source or anything that keeps on requesting our server. Yes, hello Xavier, thank you for being on chat. So it help us to create that thing as well. So throttling I'm not sure if that is the word. It has to do something with request. Just it just escaped from my mind. So basically you can limit the request, and that is called rate limiting. Yes, if you have heard of rate limiting. It's Rust. I am writing a Actix-web server in Rust. Yes, throttling and debouncing are the concepts that are used, to. Yeah, you're right. I mean, throttling and debouncing are often asked as well on the interview. So, where do you implement throttling? Where are you going to implement debouncing and all? So, these are some patterns. All right. So, I hope you guys understand that the last one on this on the wrap chain will be the first one to execute. All right, and so it will follow this order. Okay. Now I have implemented a log request middleware over here. Now log request middleware is very important. Hello. Okay. While loops and for loops. So I mean, what's in while loop and for loops? I just don't understand. You can easily learn it from Google, or maybe chat gpt could give you better answer, better formatted answer in your own mother tongue. Why are you listening? Xavier, I hope you get it. You can easily understand like you are a 5 if you ask this thing from chat gpt. Yes, yes. When you have a bound, when you have a known bound that up to here. Yes. A while loop also have a bound, but that comes with a break, with a condition that up to anything that is not satisfied, it will run. If it's satisfied, then it will break. So we cannot say that a bound is not known. There is always a bound. If it's a loop, there should be a bound. Anyway, so we have 36 people watching and we have a likes of 3, and I already told if you make this up to 20, and for each like I'll be doing a dumbbell curl. So make it even and don't make me a Popeye in one hand. So no problem, Xavier. All right, so we have log request here. All right, so do you have any knowledge of RTSP web streaming? Web streaming. Do you know MATLAB? No. Web streaming. I will not say, but I did a project earlier, very earlier, on a company, so it has something to do with it. I was probably working with the sockets and streams. So I will not say I'll have a knowledge. I have an advanced method of engineer class this semester. Okay. Good, 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 good. So I think we have 5 likes, guys. Don't Please don't make me a Popeye. So give me some even likes. I know we have 2 likes, so I'll be counting that after the end of the stream so that I could show you, the dumbbell curls that I'll do based on each like. So give me an even likes. Don't make it 100 though, otherwise I won't be streaming next time. Anyways, this is log request, so we'll go inside it. Now log request, logging a request is very important, because let's say you have an issue in your application, then what you are going to do is you will simply go onto the logs first. You will check on the logs whether there's an issue or not, so you understand that what kind of request has an issue. Then only you will it only help us like ease a developer out. So if I go inside log request, what I did, I have a info macro function over here. It says incoming request. I have a path, I have a method. Now here is some amazing thing happening. I'm just calling a next here. So if you are aware of middleware, a next is used to call the next execution in the step, in the flow. So if you go on the diagram, we are currently on M1, so we are logging the request. Now we will go on to M2. So M2, so to make a transaction from M1 to M2, we need to call the next. So we'll call next dot call, we'll pass in the request. Now the request will be consumed. I just know how to code my name, fprint my name. Okay, you need to learn. Bro, do you Rust have service? Bro, do Rust have service container or provider? What does that mean? I mean, what does that mean if it says a Rust? Sorry, it is a service container or provider. So if you are thinking that I'm doing like in bare Rust, no, it's not. I'm using an Actix-web crate. So all this functionality has been provided by Actix-web. So it's a tool like Exam, Diesel. Oh, sorry, Diesel in ORM, Shuttle, Exam, like that, a Rocket. Okay, we have 5 likes. So 5 likes. That means one hand I need to balance it with another like, so that I can have proper 2 curls. So we have 37 people watching and we have 5 likes. Come on. Yes. Yes, I'm using logging. Where that's what I'm showing you. This is the log request method that I created, and I'm using it as a middleware. So wrapping a function by using a wrap method of Actix-web, it act as a middleware. So it acts as a middleware. So this is the middleware that logs the request. Let me check my OBS. Are you able to like see this? Yes, you can see this thing. Should I like zoom in? Is it cool now? Yeah. So you see, this is the logging happening over here, and the match next dot call we are consuming the request over here, and we will await it. And if everything goes okay, it says request completed successfully. If there is an error on the next implementation, it will log an error. All right. So this is the log request uh, middleware. And how do we call it? We call it by using wrap, and to pass a function in wrap, I'll use from function. From function is also provided by middleware. We can pass a middleware function with it in it. So if we want a function to act as a middleware, we'll use from function and we'll pass the middleware function to it. So like we did for log request. Now again we will do it for authentication request. How do we authenticate request? Again, this is the very important point, like how to authenticate request, or should we do it? Yes, we should do it, because we need to validate tokens in our request. So if I go inside our authenticate request thing, I can see these things. These things will be implemented hopefully tomorrow on the tomorrow's desktop stream, but I'll be here with the updates like I'm here right now. So guys, there is a pinned chat uh, on the chat window, on the live chat window. That's my GitHub URL, and that is the project that I'm working on is already there. So you need to clone it, take a local copy of it, And next time when I will be there on a desktop stream, you can do a code along session with me. That will be good. And there is a Discord link as well on the channel, on the chat. Let me again paste it. Here it is. If I copy this thing, I'll paste it again. So you need to join this server if you want. I mean, again, that's not a force thing. You can join it, and we could, there is a community of, we have around 9 or 10 peoples. So we help each other if we have any issue on any of the topics or any code piece they are working on. So we kind of do that. Again, it's not a force thing to say. If it suits you, then join on this server as well. Okay, now these things, what authentication token does, it will fetch request headers. It will grab the auth token, check if it's started with a, would love to do code long, yes please. That would be a good thing too. you know it will fetch, it will again check. This is not mandatory, it is just a, just a thin layer of separation, that if a token starts with a bearer, it could be a real token. I mean, no, so it is a very thin layer of filtration. And then we remove this bearer from the, I mean, that is the process, right? We fetch the header, we fetch the authentication header from the request, then we extract the token value, then we remove the bearer word written from it. So the token looks like bearer space and that a jot token. And what we do is we, split it based on the space, remove that bearer space part, then we have our jot token. And that jot token, we decode it to get the claims, and inside the claims we have all our information that we stored it in a jot when we created that jot. Right, now we have jot token. Now after decoding a jot token, we will have, let's say we will have this info that I hard coded for now, because we will implement it this part later, because we'll take help of some jot crate for that. So now here is something interesting happening. Now let's say you fetched a user. All right, you are able to identify a user from the jot token, it is validated. Now you need to pass the information that is on jot token to the request. So will you modify the request? No, you should not modify the request, neither body, not header or something like that. You should attach a data to the request, right? And how to do that? It is done by getting the mutable extension reference of Actix-web from the request. That is done by extensions mute method. It provides us the reference. It's basically a map. We will insert it into a map. It's a container, right? So we'll do a dot insert, and we will wrap this information that we extracted from the jot into the arc. And why arc? Because it will be shared among the multiple, it's in threads. So we need to wrap it into the arc. So right, so we have a mutable extensions method over here. We inserted into the arc. Now this has been added. Now this user has been attached to a request. After that, we again call the next to call the next step of execution, and we just wait for again the same thing. If it's okay, we'll simply return the response. If it's error, we'll log the error. All right, this is fair enough what we did. Something interesting over here, we attached user data, or items fetched from jot after the authentication into a request. Now let's go on to the main file. Now the next step on the execution is of course a route. So we passed logging, we passed authentication. There is no third layer for us. I just show you, because just to show you the how the layers in this thing work. All right, so let's go there. Now let's go on this thing. So I have created 3 routes over here. I will run postman so that you guys can check. So I hope you guys understand. We created middleware to log the request. We created authentication request. I have never heard someone pronounce jot the way before. Yes, I heard it when I was working for a company. There was a team. I hope you have heard about Intermiles or Jet Privilege. So I created their application of hotels booking. So I heard it from them and I like it. Instead of JWT, you can say Jot. Hello, Savan. So, yep. Okay. Uh, let's go. Okay, yeah. So these two things that we have done. Now let's verify those things. Let's run our Postman. But before that, let me check if you are able to see all these things. Let me just remove, like, go make this thing here, and again this thing over here. All right. We have check user. We'll again copy this thing. We'll create another get URL that says check status. Okay, amazing. I hope you guys are able to see this. Let me just do this thing. Okay. All right. So we have created two middlewares, log and authenticate. Now let's first check log thing. The server is already running. Okay, now let's just go here. Now let's run check status. If I run it, I'm getting message okay, results okay. All right. Now to check the logs, if I go on the console, I can see these logs. So I have an incoming request, path, its method, then auth is called because the onion layer that I explained it to you. So it is the first layer of middleware, that is logging. It is the second layer of middleware, that is auth. It is the main core logic that is happening, and that is fetching the timestamp from the database. Again, when core logic happens, then it will send a response back. Now the flow, it reverses. Now the first thing that will happen is auth. It's auth, success auth method, and is the log request method. So right, it's in layers, like first layer, second layer, core logic, and when everything processes, then core logic, second layer, first layer. So now the middleware is implemented. It will log every request. Currently it's showing it on, like, on the terminal. I will raise an issue on the GitHub, so you guys can, like, check it out and create a file based logger. So you just need to implement a standard IO for a file. All right, so logging is working, check status. Now let's see the request that we have implemented, that how do we pass a request and how do we fetch it. Let's go. I will go in it. I'll see check user. So check user is a function, because on the auth function that we did, we already have created a user and attached using the like the extension, the mutable extension method, right? So if I go inside check user, I can see this method. Now the question is, I have attached the data onto the request. How do I fetch it? I fetch it. First of all, I'll get the extensions. I'll say request.extensions. I'll have the extensions over here. Now what I'll do extensions.get, unwrap it from arc, and here is the type of that that information, the user info that I attached. It's of it is it should be similar to the struct, that is a user. It has a user ID of usize. All right, so this is how we get the data from the extensions. So I'll have extensions dot get arc user info, and I will use if let sum statement. And if it's an else, again, if the user detail is not on the extensions, then it means it's an unauthorized access, right? So I'm returning an unauthorized access response from the request. Here, once I fetch and I have that user detail from the extensions, I'll return it, the user detail, to the client back, just to show you guys that the way how we attach the user data and how we access the user data. So if I go over here, this is the check user call. If I call it, then as you can see, user info fetched. This is the user info, right? Results user ID 1, and the same thing that we checked, right? on the auth token. So if I go on to the auth token, I have hard coded it as user ID 1, right? You able to see that, right? User ID 1. The same thing I get it over here. Results user ID 1. And now let's see if the logging is working even for this request. Yes, the logging is working because I am able to see a log on path check user. Alright, so logging is working on everything that serves the purpose of middleware. It will run for every request, right? Now, okay, so this was the part where we how we attach the data to the request and how we fetch it on the controller. The third part is a request when we need to pass a data in the request body as JSON payload. How do we do that? 7 likes, guys. I'm still having like muscle imbalance, so make it even. Yeah, we have 33 people watching and we have 7 likes. Come on, let's hit this thing. Come on, guys. Don't you want me to like curl the dumbbells? Yes, we have 8 likes. At least I don't have a muscle imbalance now. So how many I have to curl? I have to curl. I was like 2 likes down, right? So I have 2 likes. I have now 9 likes. Oh wow, amazing, amazing. Don't Please don't make it 100. Otherwise, I will not be able to perform stream. You know, it will be a muscle ache then. So now let's make the like that I can curl. I will stop you guys, when I reach my limit, then you guys can stop liking it. So I can curl, I think, 10 from one hand. It's a 7.5 kg dumbbell each. So I can curl 10. So you need to give me 20 likes. But I have two already. So 22 would be good. So 22, yeah. Hello, hello, AI engineer. What's up? How you doing? So our next step that we will see is how to access data that has been sent it from the payload. Hello, John Parker. In a request body, and how do we do that? We'll see next. But before that, you have to give me 20 likes, and I will curl first 20 the dumbbells, pair of 10, like 10 from each hand. Then I will start working. So come on, do that. I'm just going to fetch my dumbbells. It would be dirty. I will just take it out. It must be like dust around it. So I'm just going to grab my dumbbells, and you can give me 20 likes. Then I'll do 20 curls, and then we'll start again. We'll see how we access the payload from the request body. Okay. Here they are. Come on. I'm waiting on 20 likes. 20 likes, 20 girls, and then we'll start. Yes, proud Indian, we are doing CRUD in Rust using Actix-web. Shit, those things are heavy. They are dirty. Dirty. See this? It's all dirt. Now that I now that I bring those things in, come on. You want me to curl, right? You want your body to sweat in this heat. Come on then. Yes, we have 34 people watching. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Make sure to follow me on GitHub. The link is on the pinned chat. There is the current repo is there. Fork it, star it, take it a clone, and next time when I will be live on the desktop stream, then you guys can do a code along. Also, again, I'm posting you on the chat the Discord server URL. So if you guys want to learn Rust, feel free to join that channel, and we have a community of small people there. We help each other on each thing. So if you have any questions or any issue, or you want us to show any project or something like that, you can come there. Okay. What's the status here? It's 67. All right, guys. Should I start? Should I go ahead and show you how do we fetch a payload from a request body? Or you want me to hit the curls first? If you want me to hit the curls, you have to give me a good number. Give me 20 likes and I'll be doing 10 curls from each hand. Yes. All right. Anyways, we'll start this thing. Okay, now how do we do that? Okay, let's go on this method first. So we have a save user request, right? So let's go on save user. So if I go on routes, I have a save user function over here, right? I have a save user function. So let me go inside it. It's a post request, as you can see. Inside route, I have a post method, and .to will send it to a appropriate handler, and the handler is save user. If I go inside it, I have something very fascinating going on here. I have a request. I have a pool that wraps up data with the PG pool. I have a payload that is JSON, and it has a type of user payload, as you can see over here. This payload has a type of JSON that is wrapped up with like a user payload wrapped up with Actix-web JSON. So if I go inside user payload, I have a struct over there. I have a format of a request, that is a request should have a username, it should have a user email, it should have a user address, right? All of these three are string. Now in order to get the payload, what I'll have to do, I'll have to do payload dot into inner. Here I will have a payload. All right, and yeah, that's it. That's it. But just make sure one thing: while you define a a struct for the payload, you need to implement deserialize this derive macro over there, right? Yeah. So I will do this now. What does this function do? What it does is it will fetch the data that is on the request body, and it will also fetch the data that has been attached onto the request by using extension mute. Then it will club all these things together and send back to the client. So this is what it does. I created a separate struct for it that combines all of the two struct, that is user info and user payload. I have all the detail. The way I fetch the extensions is extension dot get method, unwrap it from the arc user info, right? And I just map it into the struct. And if it's if the user detail is not found, it's unauthorized access. Otherwise, all is well, and it will be returned. So let's just go there. On the request payload, I do a raw body and a JSON, and I added this body that has username Vipin, user email darklord at yopmail.com. Now let's hit this thing. It's a post request, so make sure to do it post. Now if I send this thing, I'm getting an error. Why I'm getting an error? Because the field is not properly according to the payload struct that we have created. I need to enter user address here as well. uh, all right, so if I do a send, okay, it is a success. Now I got a user info in return that is attached onto the request, and I get the user payload that I passed it from the request. So we have read the request, we fetch the attached user data or user info to it, we clubbed those all together and send it back to the client. Now let's check if the logs are also there. Yes, you see a method post of save user. This log has been done as well. So this is what we did in our desktop stream. Okay, yeah, this is it. On the next stream, what we'll do, we'll create a login API with jot tokens implemented, and we will perform some and create some endpoint that will do some user related queries on the database. We are using PostgreSQL, and we will create and do and perform some products and product related queries as well. And once these APIs are done, we will create a front end in TypeScript, and we'll show all these detail. We'll log in from the front end. It will be a jot based implementation, and we will implement something called OTP based login. So it will send the OTP to an email. So we'll do that. So we'll create a login API that will send the OTP, that will validate the OTP, and something like that. Yes. So yeah, this is it. This is what we did. I explained it into you under 50 minutes, but trust me, it took good 2 hours to do so. Hello, Oath. Yes, guys, I'm still in the condition of muscle imbalance, so give me one more likes. Or if you want me to do a curl, hit it the likes to 20 so that I can have 10 with each hands. That's a pretty heavy dumbbell, guys. Come on, do it. So this is what we did today. There is a repo pinned on chat. Go there, take a local copy, and present when when I'll be live on the desktop stream, so that you guys can do a code along with me, and you guys can experience the errors, the issues, and the dopamine high firsthand. So this is what we did today. 42 people watching. Come on, guys, give it a like. You want me to call dumbbells, right? 9 more, and we are good. We have 20 likes, 10 from each hand. Here is the dumbbell, by the way. It's a dirty dumbbell. I picked like extra, like took out today only from the store. So you want me to like hit 10 from each hand? So give me 20 likes now. I mean, you can always go for more likes, but you don't want me to break, right? So the good will be 20. Uh, yeah. Also, I have a Discord channel server I have created, and the link is in chat. So you guys, if you would like to follow me there as well, you can join the channel. So any questions for now, or you guys are able to understand what I did? Would love to do Kotlin. Okay, I have never heard someone pronounce Jordan. Okay, said hi, said hi, said hi. Crud interest. Yes, sir. Okay. Hmm. So we have 11 likes. So in my Discord channel, I have several. I created several forums and channels. Let me just show you. Yeah. So if you go over here, we have a member request, Quanta. I followed the link from live stream. Very honest. Thank you. How serious? Not sure. So this will be for the honesty. Amazing. So you see, I have my channels over here. So it's a general channel. Contact join. So let's wave. So here we just do something. If I have any issue, that I'll directly post it over here. If I have a next stream, then I'll have it here. I have a questions forum here as well. So you can ask questions based properly. You can show the screenshots and everything. I have a channel as a general channel as jobs as well, where I constantly put all these things, any front end, back end, wherever I find the job links, I'll directly post it here. It's a senior level, it's a mid senior level, it's a junior level, entry level, everything. I created another thing that is called the hello world. uh, it's a code Q&A forum. So here you can just post your code, whatever you are not feeling right about. And one good thing channel it has is called frustration. If you are feeling frustrated, just come here and just hit a like this and hit enter. It helps me calm down. So it's there too. See the benefit of. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much of it. This is what we did, and we'll be doing this on our next live stream. So make sure to attend that as well. This is the diagram for explaining you how this like layers works in a middleware. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so I think it's time to hit 20 curls. Though you guys have give me 11 likes, I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'll be doing 20 curls, 10 from each hand for you guys only. By the way, you can like in between. So let me just check if you guys are able to see it. uh, So it's 10. So it's 20. And one for you guys. Woo. Yeah, 20 plus 2. So that was it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to, come on chat. I'll be there for another 5 to 6 minutes and then I'll take your leave. I hope you guys have understood what we did on the desktop stream. Hello Abhijit. I'll show you my Git profile. So you guys can follow this Actix crud over there. So make sure to star this thing, right? Are you able to see this? No. Let me just. Yeah, I think it will be now. Are you able to see this? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so this is the repo. Let me just copy it, paste it. Hello, Pranav. So this is the repo for the code base. Make sure to fork this repo. Give it a star. Take a local. I have added initially. I did something very anti-pattern over here. I added a env file, but that's fine. It doesn't have anything. So maybe you guys can. I have already have a issue over here. The issue says database connection URL. Maybe if you guys can check that out. Hello, hello, Hemant. So if you guys can check that out, it would be good. I already created it 4 days ago. It's a beginner issue. You can start your contributions like OS contribute, open source contribution over there. So, yep. I also worked on a different channel. Sorry, a different project that is called File Watcher. It's already there. So it's a it's a different implementation from this web based. It's totally a system based programming. So I implemented few things like watching a directory and process monitoring, network monitoring for DDoS or SYN flood attacks, something like that. Created few issues there. I quite get a good let me just show you. I have got a good few. So it's, yeah, it's File Watcher. So like these two contributions are there. Contributor are there, Aryan and this Hemant. So make sure to check this out as well. Uh, should I go full docs till multi-threading, then go Web3, or can I start Web3? I have to learn till testing and Rust. You can start Web3. You don't have to wait for like all the thing. Okay, I am receiving a call. I'm getting a notification. Just hold on. Is it? Yeah. So just go Web3. You won't be doing anything up to then. You just need to be, but at least cover all those things like ownership, borrowing rules, ownership rule, traits, generics, trait implementation, and all those things. Let me just open the doc. You don't have to go all the way down. Rust programming. Uh, you know, where is the book? Where is the book? Where is the book? Read the book. Oh ho ho, 12 likes. Buddy, we did the dumbbell curl, so now you're obliged to give me 20 likes. I'm kidding. So use struct to structure. Just hold on a minute. Yes, you should go up to fundamentals of async. Yes, of course. Unsafe patterns. I think if you have done pretty solid up to 18, I mean pretty solid, then you don't have to go down there. Just you know, yeah, you don't have to go down there. It's for embedded thing, so you know. So I think up to 18 you can go. You can side by side. I mean, create some smart contracts to check. Perform some logic out of it. Some intense logic that needs all these things. If you are able to do that, then it's okay. No need to go there. You can go full time on Web3. Start like learning, or go on Web3, and you can just have it a look sideways of these patterns. But first you need to validate that yourself, so you can create some smart contracts before that. I want to start open source also. So in open source, I feel boring making projects. It is important to make projects and then go to open source. Is it important to go make projects and then go open source? So these both things are different. You go open source when you know something. You build project when you don't know anything. You build project to make your hand strong. You do open source to get a prod grade view and idea of how things work in an organization, or how things work prod grade. So these two are different things. If you have a solid idea of how about the variables the involved in a programming, that specific programming language, you can simply go do open source. That will make your repo online, a GitHub repo online, uh, reputation online, and yeah. But these are completely different things. It is not necessary to make projects to do open source. It is necessary to make projects if you are learning something, uh, you know so that you get familiar with the language. I hope this answers your question. Amazing. We have 31 people watching. Uh, that is a good score. And I would be glad if you guys can give me 20 likes. Come on. That's fine. You don't have to uh, give me 20. I'm just kidding. Yes. Good. Good to hear that. Yes. Let me just check if I missed anything. Okay. One more thing. Let me just go on my profile. Uh, I created an issue. If you guys like, you can check that out. By the way, I have this Redis like clone repo there as well. It got 6 stars. It has basic Redis implementation about of the data structure, like B trees, B tree sets and all, a hash map, hash sets, how string manipulation works, how to store all these things on over there. So it's a basic implementation, right? That Redis uses. I have about strings, about lists, how lists work in Rest. So it's a in memory. Shubham Shukla ji, 10 likes if you start rapping. Yes. Okay, so I have implemented this list sets, sorted sets as well. It uses B tree sets. It arranges itself whenever value changes. So it is helpful in doing this sorting kind of thing. So I have added these features as well: zadd, zrem, zrange, and everything. So you can check that out as well. Also, yeah. So the issue that I was talking about is, if I where is this thing? Mm, mm-hmm. File watcher. No, I'll go for Actix. Actix. Yes, so I've opened the issue. The issue that we were facing is we kind of use the entire string for database connectivity. This issue is to break that string into separate variables, and then read those variables from the env file, format them into a single string, a connection string. This way you don't will have like you will not have any issues of the special character error that we were facing. For that, we replace that at the rate variable up to like 2 underscore. So it's an open issue. uh, Maybe you will get your hand dirty with it, so do that. And yeah, yeah, so yeah, so that is it. It was all. That's what we did in our desktop stream. Make sure to take the clone of the repo that is pinned on the chat, so that next time when we will have our desktop stream, you guys have this code by yourself. We'll be working together on this. Okay, I think I'll take leave now. It's been an hour over here. uh, Other things to do. Okay. Yes. Make sure to come on the Discord server. I have this on the chat. So we have a community of small people, like there, like 9 to 10 people. So if you have any issue, any project that you are working on, any thing that you are not able to understand, we can together, we can brainstorm it on it together. Okay, that is good now. I'll take your leave. Boy, we have 35 people watching and we have 12 likes. That is good. 13 likes. That is good. but I already hit my kills, so I that is good. Guys, I can see I have like raised some subscribers. One thing I want to, tell you, if you are watching this and you are not related to any tech field, or so you don't have to subscribe to it out of just you seeing some guy coding, you like it, you subscribe it. Subscribe it only when next time if any stream is out, you able to follow that. So if you are not from the tech background, you can motivate me by liking this stream. Otherwise, you don't have to, you don't have to any kind of force subscribe to the channel. That is fine. No issues. But if you are a tech guy, then it's worth subscribing, I think. So, okay, bye guys. I'll see you next time. Make sure to, take the clone of this repo that I pinned. And next time when we'll be on our desktop stream, we'll be working together, maybe connected on Discord if we have any issues. All right guys, bye bye, you guys are awesome. Thank you for being on chat. Thank you Shuklaji, a very good friend of mine. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye.